At 3 a.m., the hospital was fully locked down. All the patients were in their rooms with their doors propped open so the night shift nurses could easily check on them. But when they did, they found these. The doors were wide open and there was no sign of any struggle. It wasn't like anyone had kicked the doors in or the patients had gotten up and wandered out on their own. The doors had just opened by themselves. That's not even the weirdest part. When the nurses looked through the security footage to see what happened, they saw this. A group of shadowy figures walking through the hospital, entering patient rooms one by one. They didn't seem to have any ID badges, and security had no record of any visitors being let in after visiting hours. It was as if they had simply walked through the front door and the security guard just didn't see them. But that wasn't the weirdest part either. After each of these mysterious figures entered a patient's room, they would make a small humming noise. It was too muffled to hear any words, but it sounded almost like singing, and each time they would exit the room, the patient would be smiling. The next morning, the hospital staff were horrified to find that 5 patients had flatlined in the middle of the night, and the only witness to these crimes was this one guy. He survived for some reason, but he couldn't remember anything. The staff asked him if he remembered seeing anyone or anything strange, but all he could say was, "They made me remember." And then he just started crying. The next day, the hospital staff found out that he had been having vivid dreams about his deceased wife. They assumed that these mysterious figures had somehow made him remember her, and he had peacefully passed away from a broken heart.